I want to tell you about systems. I want to tell you about mindset systems and designing your life and your business in a way that makes sense. So your first kind of order of attack when you are at this point where you look at your business and you're thinking, okay, it's working, but it's not exactly working for me. And I personally feel super drained and chained to my business, is that you first want to do a complete audit about what is happening in your business, but also what is happening in your life. So this is you doing a true leadership audit and a business audit. This is looking at what's happening well and what's not, but it's going in deeper. So it's systematic things. So the first thing is just assessing what is actually happening. So doing an audit objectively and looking at all the cylinders in your business. After you've understood that, you can then identify what areas of the business in your life actually need shifting. Now, most of the time when you are feeling that you are so fully connected to your business and you've put so much in, but other things in your life are not working, it could be a few things. The first is that it's the way that you are self-leading. Ultimately, your self-leadership is a reflection of your leadership. So you might have grown up or made it because you have been able to hustle, you work hard, you are always getting things done. Now, underneath this is where the self-development needs to come into play. And I want you to be honest with yourself as well, is that there's probably something deeper that is perfectionism, that is also judgment, a lot of self-judgment. If you don't do those things well, what does that mean about yourself? Understanding this is going to make you be able to shift that reality, because whatever you are doing to yourself as a leader, that is projecting onto your team. If you have a toxic work culture, if your employees are afraid, if you feel like you're annoyed of your employees, they're not meeting your standards, that is the exact same thing that you are actually doing to yourself. It's the way that you approach the situation. It's your perspective, and it is ultimately the way that you are leading. Second could be about boundaries with other people and boundaries for your time. This could also lead to a lot of pressure of you holding it all in. Systematically, there could be a few issues as well. First one is that you are literally holding it all. You are the bottleneck of your business. Everybody needs to come to you for an answer, for a decision, for a question, and they might not feel empowered, or they might not actually have the tools to do it. So that's a systematic error that you can ultimately fix. The next one is the actual systems in your business. If you're fully doing manual, if the sales process relies fully on you, if revenue relies fully on you, if you have to ask a certain question to get the numbers and it relies fully on you, that is a system error. But the thing is, why is it a systems error? Is it a systems error because people haven't tried to put in the process before? Is it a systems error because we tried to put in the process, but it just didn't work? Is it a systems error because it all has to rely on you? If you feel that it all has to rely on you, then that is our first sign that it's self-leadership and leadership. It doesn't have to rely on you. If it has to rely on you, if you're a business owner and you are really wanting to step into the true quadrant of wealth, which is business owner, you've got systems in a team, and the team knows how to run the systems. Now, after you've done this audit, which again, go to the Freedom Sun Diagnostic, it is amazing. Then this is where you have to decide, okay, what area do I focus on first? Systems and self-leadership, right? Self-leadership, systems. Which one is it going to be? Ultimately, it is a little bit of both, because the leadership is a true leadership problem. The systems is a systems problem. So it's all about finding that balance of where you prioritize. Now, certain things take time to move. If you are running a 7-8-figure business and you've recognized that you've done things manually for a very long time and it's not the way to go anymore, then it's going to take some time, focused bit by bit, process by process, area to diagnose and fix that thing. If you recognize that this is a full leadership area, then that's really great news, because it's bit by bit to understand how you can show up differently as a leader and what are some of the internal adjustments that you can make to make your external reality a lot better. You do not want to have a business that relies fully on you. You do not want to feel like you are tied to the business, and you want to make sure that you actually have business freedom so that you can enjoy your life. If any of this resonates with you, I would love to chat more. Because what I'm really passionate about is helping business owners not only master the outer systems they need, but also the internal operating systems that can be adjusted quickly to reshape and recalibrate so that you can have a fully aligned business. The last thing you want to have is a burnout in your business. You want to have a profitable and peaceful business. This is absolutely possible. And I want you to know that as you are diving into 2026, you're creating the word for your business, you don't have to do it alone.